As night falls, the world grows quiet, but our minds often grow restless. The silence outside can make our worries seem even louder inside. Deadlines, fears, and doubts creep in when distractions fade. We lie awake, replaying the day or dreading tomorrow, feeling isolated in our struggles. The darkness amplifies our anxieties, making comfort feel distant. Yet, these vulnerable hours can also be a doorway to hope. What if in the stillness, we found connection instead of fear? There is a promise that offers light in our darkest moments, a reminder that we are not alone. Even in the quietest hours, a greater strength is ready to meet us. Let's discover how this promise can guide us through the night. In our loneliest moments, an ancient promise shines brightest. Isaiah 41:10 is more than words. It's a lifeline for anxious hearts. This verse doesn't ignore our fears, it meets us in them. God's message, "Do not fear, for I am with you." We're not alone in our struggles. A divine presence walks with us. This promise is as relevant today as it was centuries ago. It's for anyone facing stress, doubt, or fear. Isaiah 41:10 anchors us, offering rest not from problems but in God's presence. It's a call to shift our focus from the storm to the one who calms it. Tonight, let's let this promise be our guiding light. Hope is closer than we think. How do we let this promise shape our lives? It starts with a simple act, opening our hearts to its truth. Make space. Pause, breathe, and reflect on these words. Write the verse down, say it aloud, or share it with someone who needs it. Let it become part of your routine, especially when anxiety creeps in. Faith grows stronger when shared. Invite others into this journey. Together, we build resilience and remind each other of God's strength. Find a quiet spot, get comfortable, and open your heart. We're about to explore a promise that brings real peace to real worries. Let's begin this journey together. Let's focus on Isaiah 41:10. So do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. These words are a direct invitation to release anxiety. Our courage comes not from ourselves, but from God's constant presence. He is not distant. He walks with us, especially in our darkest hours. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. This is personal. He claims us as his own. God's promise is active. He will strengthen, help, and uphold us. The image of his righteous right hand means we are held securely. This isn't passive comfort. It's powerful intervention. When we feel weak, he offers strength. When we feel alone, he is with us. This verse is a complete package of comfort for weary souls. Let its truth settle in your heart tonight. You are not alone, and you are not without help. Isaiah 41:10 was spoken to people in exile, lost and afraid. Their fears were real, their future uncertain, much like ours today. God's words reminded them and remind us that we are not forgotten. We all face our own exiles, loneliness, stress, or overwhelming pressure. This promise bridges centuries, offering hope to every generation. It interrupts our cycle of worry, shifting our focus to God's strength. I will strengthen you, not a suggestion, but a divine guarantee. When we are spent, God meets us with power. This is a lifeline for the weary, a fortress for the fearful. The storm may not vanish, but we are never alone in it. God's promise is to sustain, help, and hold us always. Let this assurance be your anchor tonight. Isaiah 41:10 is beloved because it addresses fundamental human fears with profound truths. It counters the fear of being alone with "I am with you," powerlessness with "I will strengthen you," and being forgotten with "I will uphold you." The personal language feels like a letter written directly to you. Its simplicity bypasses defenses, speaking to hurting hearts. It's a spiritual anchor, providing stability amidst fear. This verse offers hope, not based on circumstances, but on God's presence. Let's look at this promise. The verse opens with a gentle instruction, "Do not fear." These words hold so much power. God understands that life can be scary. This is an invitation to shift our focus. The next phrase is the foundation, "For I am with you." This is the ultimate comfort. It assures us that we are never truly alone. God's presence is an active reality. He is a constant companion through every trial. When our hearts race with fear, we can remind ourselves of this promise. This is a foundational truth for a peaceful heart. It invites us to trade isolation for divine companionship. The verse builds on a foundation of reassurance. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. To be dismayed is to lose heart when overwhelmed. God speaks to this feeling, saying, I am God. This transforms a statement of power into a personal promise. It establishes a covenant relationship. We belong to Him, and He to us. This relationship is our strength. When stress overwhelms you, remember, the Creator is your God. You are a beloved child of a mighty God who has promised to be yours. This relationship is our ultimate security and the source of lasting strength. Finally, the verse moves from promises of presence and relationship to a powerful promise of divine action. God says, "I will strengthen you and help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand." This is where the comfort becomes incredibly tangible. It is not just about feeling better, it is about receiving real practical support. Notice the active verbs, strengthen, help, uphold. This is a God who intervenes. He doesn't just stand by and watch us struggle to stay afloat. He actively steps in to provide the power and assistance we need to get through the challenge, especially when our own strength has completely run out. The promise to strengthen you is for those moments when we feel utterly depleted. It's for the parent who has been up all night with a sick child, the student facing burnout from their studies, or the person grieving a profound loss. It's an assurance that when we reach the end of our own energy, a divine source becomes available to us. This isn't about mustering up more willpower. It's about opening ourselves up to receive an infusion of supernatural strength that allows us to keep going, to endure, and even to find purpose and resilience in the midst of hardship. He gives us the power to do what we could never do on our own. The imagery of being upheld by God's righteous right hand is one of the most beautiful and comforting pictures in all of Scripture. In ancient times, the right hand was the symbol of power, authority, and decisive action. To be held in someone's right hand was to be under their ultimate protection. And this is not just any hand, it is His righteous hand. This means it is a hand that is perfectly good, perfectly just, and perfectly trustworthy. It will not fail, it will not falter, and it will not let us go. It's a picture of absolute security, of being held firmly and safely above the chaos that threatens to pull us under. This final part of the verse is a promise you can physically feel. When you are at your breaking point, you can close your eyes and visualize being held securely by this strong, good, and loving hand. This is not just a metaphor, it is a spiritual reality. God is actively supporting you, keeping you from falling, and steadying you when you feel like you are about to collapse. Isaiah chapter 41 verse 10 is a complete promise. It starts by calming our fears with His presence, solidifies our courage through His personal relationship with us, and seals the deal with a guarantee of His active strength and unwavering support. Imagine a late-night call from a friend, their voice thick with stress. They're in a family crisis, feeling isolated, remembering Isaiah 41:10, listen and share God's promise. Do not fear, for I am with you. Help them move from panic to prayer, becoming a conduit of God's strength. Witnessing fear transform into peace. You've supported a friend and demonstrated God's comfort in their midnight hour. Consider those quiet hours of the night when facing a monumental life decision. These crossroads moments are fraught with anxiety. The fear of making the wrong choice can be paralyzing. Isaiah 41:10 can become a personal and powerful prayer. Turn your anxious thoughts toward God, pleading for strength and peace. Do not fear, for I am with you. I am your God. Please strengthen me. This prayerful surrender is the ultimate act of strength. A quiet calm begins to emerge. Make a faithful choice, trusting God's strength for whatever challenges arise. Gain the courage to take the next step. There is a unique kind of late-night worry that belongs to parents. A parent lies awake, their mind cataloging a list of concerns. The responsibility for these precious lives can feel immense. Isaiah 41:10 is a wellspring of hope. I will strengthen you. She can close her eyes, rock her crying child, and pray, God, I have no strength left. This is the promise of I will help you, providing the emotional and spiritual resources needed to get through. The parent who has found God's strength in the midnight hour is better equipped to face the challenges of the next day with grace and confidence. Grief can bring the deepest, darkest hours. The loss of a loved one, the end of a cherished relationship, or the death of a long-held dream can leave a void. The promise, do not be dismayed, speaks to the despair that accompanies loss. It is God saying, I see your pain, I have not forgotten you. A shepherd is walking beside you, offering his quiet companionship. This image provides that solid ground. It is a quiet, persistent whisper of peace that says, I am holding you, I will not let you go. Now that we have explored Isaiah chapter 41 verse 10, how do we weave this promise into our daily lives? The journey begins. Do not fear. Release your fear. This is a continuous practice, a daily choice to let go of anxieties. Consciously visualize releasing that specific fear into God's hands. Every time you let go of a fear, you are creating space to remember and receive the truth of His presence. Making this a daily habit transforms your relationship with fear. By practicing the habit of release, you are actively choosing faith over fear. After releasing fears, actively reach for God's strength. Consciously ask for help, especially when you feel your own strength failing. Pay attention to moments when you feel depleted or overwhelmed. Pause and make a simple request. God, I am weak right now. Please strengthen me. This connects you to divine strength. Build this into your morning routine to set a tone of dependence on Him. See challenges as opportunities to experience God's power. This is how we grow stronger through life's storms, sustained by His strength. After releasing our fear and reaching for His strength, learn to simply rest in His embrace. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. Consciously practice trusting in this support, to lean back into the reality that we are being held. It is about surrender, trusting the one who is holding us through it all. This is the habit of finding true spiritual rest. This practice of resting in His embrace is an antidote to the relentless hustle and anxiety of modern life. Take a few moments to simply be still. Gratitude shifts your focus to the unwavering faithfulness of the one who is holding you steady. Resting in His embrace is a state of being that is marked by a deep inner peace. Your foundation is the righteous right hand of a God who has promised never to let you go. The power of Isaiah 41:10 is magnified when shared. Sharing how God upheld you encourages others to believe He will uphold them too. Your story matters. Share your experiences of finding strength in faith. Your testimony shows God's faithfulness. Share your story in the comments below with a friend or in a small group. Declare God's promises are true today. Let's create a community to witness God's strength. Your testimony is a gift, reinforcing God's work in your heart. Share when God's strength carried you through. We have walked together through the beautiful and powerful promises held within Isaiah 41:10. We've explored its words, seen how they apply to the real-life storms we face in the midnight hour, and discovered practical ways to weave its truth into our daily habits. We have seen how trusting in God's unwavering presence and His promise of strength can truly transform our perspective. This journey doesn't end here. It's really just the beginning. The comfort and courage we find in this verse are not meant to be a final destination, but a source of light that we carry with us, illuminating our own paths and the paths of those around us each and every day. This scripture is a gift, a timeless source of peace in a world that is often filled with anxiety and uncertainty. As we leave this time together, my deepest hope is that you feel equipped and encouraged. When the late-night worries begin to creep in, remember the gentle command to not be afraid. When you feel your own strength fading, remember the promise of His help. And when you feel overwhelmed by the storms of life, remember the image of being held securely and firmly in His righteous right hand. This is not just a hopeful thought. It is a profound spiritual reality that you can lean on with your full weight. Let this message of hope ripple out from your life into the lives of others. The greatest impact of this verse is often seen when it is shared. When you encounter a friend who is struggling, a family member who is afraid, or a co-worker who is weary, you now have a powerful tool of encouragement to offer them. Sharing this verse is like passing a candle to someone in a dark room. It costs you nothing, but it can change everything for them. Let's make a commitment to not only live in this strength, but to also be conduits of it, reflecting God's steady, supportive presence to everyone we meet. Thank you for joining me on this journey into the heart of Isaiah 41:10. May its truth settle deep within your soul and become a constant anchor for you. Carry this light forward into your daily life, into your interactions, and into your own quiet moments of reflection. Trust that the God who spoke these words thousands of years ago is speaking them directly to you tonight. He is with you. He is your God, and He will uphold you. Walk forward in that beautiful, unshakable confidence, knowing you are never, ever alone. God bless you, and may you find deep and lasting peace.